not be afraid. I'm here to assist you. Do you feel pain?
What does it look like, robot?
Third floor is a pre-visualization studio. That means we work with directors to help them plan their scenes before they go out and shoot them out in the real world. And so we use computer animation software to try out a whole bunch of different options for the placement of characters and the environment and the actions of those characters and the framing of the shots so that we have a really good idea of what we're about to shoot before we go out there and shoot it.
And that way we can figure out what they want to shoot the day of. So I would go in and I'd sit down with Alex and we'd figure out what kind of shots he wanted to get, what kind of action he wanted to get. And then I could go in there and I could put cameras on that action. And he could sit with me and say, oh, I like this, or I want to get coverage on that. And we could figure out hand in hand what they wanted to get the day of. And I would put together this rough draft, and then they can take that and look at it on a screen the day of and say, oh, this is great. I like this shot. I want to get exactly like this. And then we can also figure out, you can't shoot over here because you'll be looking at the sound stage or you'll be seeing the Mobile Viz truck in the background. You'd want to shoot this way. So we kind of figure out all those little kinks ahead of time.
The idea is to be out on location, on a hill or plain somewhere and be able to kind of do something that you would normally have to do in a studio with a very robust infrastructure. So I think having that on wheels, being able to go and move all of these important and delicate technical components to your shoot is a very cool concept.
And you compose, you frame it differently, so you live in a different world, but you live right now.
So in order to test everything out, we decided to just go and plan the shoot in our parking lot out back. It was very easy because we have our 3D Previs team here and the Mobile Viz truck is parked out back. So we decided, why not turn a plain old boring parking lot into an extravagant film set? And so that's what we did, is we used that as the basis of our situation, where inside this parking lot, say there's a girl that has been just freshly wounded from a car chase or something. She's hanging out by a car, but is clearly skittish of what's about to happen. That's when we introduce the robot. The robot at first is something that seems threatening to her, but then what happens is that the robot, says, "Hey, I'm a friend. I'm here to help." But she doesn't really want help. She's somewhat relieved, but she's a tough heroine, so she's got to get up and help herself up. And as they both crest the top of the car, what you see is the digital set extension, not just our boring parking lot. And you'll see a whole army of robots running towards her. Now, the threatening robots. And so the idea was to be able to direct the digital actors at the same time that we direct the physical actors in the real world, and to be able to iterate back and forth and to rehearse that, but be able to see it live on set.
Well, this is crazy. You feel like you're in a dream somewhere. With images, they don't exist in real life, and you see it. We're joking with the guys that to be careful driving back home after that, because you might think the cars are, CG and stuff around. No, it's amazing. We're just learning.
The biggest thing is that we're doing motion capture outside, performance capture outside. We're going to be using motion capture to track the camera. We're going to be using motion capture in another volume, which we'll call performance capture, because we actually have somebody in a suit with markers on them in the sunlight performing, and those two will be combined and sent to the silver draft truck and chroma keyed, combined, composited on the video tabs for so they can get the organic film plates. And that's never been done outside before, not like that, which is really ambitious.
I am a motion capture actor, or also known as a performance capture actor. And basically what I do is I put motion to characters that are not human characters, usually robots, creatures, stuff like that. And here today I will be putting life to the robot in the scene, actually a couple of the robots. Right now we will shoot the main robot that interacts with the female character. Then later on we'll go in and layer in all the other robots that enter the scene, so they can pop those all in and make the whole scene out of just the two of us.
And the cameras are looking for the markers, and I believe there's 46 markers. So for instance, the computer knows that this marker here is his shoulder marker. It'll never confuse that marker with his elbow marker, even if he falls on the floor.
Before, we've always kind of been confined to a studio where you could have an entire bar of computers set up, and a lot of people manning those computers. So to take something like that on the road is very difficult. So to be in the back of a parking lot on a Sunday afternoon is pretty incredible. And the fact that this was all set up this morning, I've never seen anything like that. So pretty amazing.
And today was the first time I was able to see in real time, the composition of a shot made of a live action element, a CG element, and a motion capture element all together. And that's kind of a dream come true for a visual effects supervisor, because that's what we do every day, except that we do it in pieces and guesswork a lot, and we never really know what it looks like until we actually put it together back to base. But we just hope that we got it right, but we can never really sign off on it 100% until we actually put it together. So today, being able to see in context our different elements put together was a game changer for me.
Do not be afraid. I'm here to assist you. Do you feel pain?
What does it look like, Robot? Does it look like I'm having fun? I can stand without your help.